Black-eyed kids or white-eyed kids are a more modern encounter involving children with completely black or completely white eyes. Now, the one thing that makes this experience really interesting is that the witnesses report being approached by one or more children, usually between the ages of probably about 6 to 16, in ordinary settings such as doorsteps or parked cars or quiet streets at night time. Now, these children often speak in a flat, emotionless tone using repetitive or scripted phrases. Now, they've been known to ask to be led inside a home or a vehicle, and witnesses have been known to report a strong and instinctive sense of dread, which kind of doesn't really match that current situation at all. So in many cases, the difference is in the eyes, is actually not really noticed straight away. When it's thought that the experiencer actually does realise it, they either withdraw or the children abruptly leave. Now, black-eyed kids became popular in the 1990s due to Brian Bethel, who had an encounter with, I think it was two such children near his car window in Texas in the USA. So what does a typical encounter actually look like? Well, it often occurs at night or in low light conditions. The children appear out of place, wearing outdated clothing that kind of doesn't really seem to sort of fit the setting or the situation. They tend to lack normal social behaviour or even show little awareness of any kind of context. Some also note that there is no physical evidence regarding anything in the environment or disturbance, and the repeat of the encounter at the same time the location never happens. So white-eyed kids are reported less frequently, but to follow similar patterns, with the primary difference being that their fully white eyes sometimes described as glowing or opaque. So what are some plausible explanations? Psychological, they can be misinterpretation, urban folklore, or deliberate fabrication. There could be paranormal suggestions, could be ranging from folklore to fae, for wanting permission to enter a premises, to more modern theories involving non-human intelligence or maybe even perceptual anomalies. So if you've ever come across a case of black or white-eyed kids, see if it's possible to document the exact dialogue, as well as the sequence of events, including lighting conditions and also the witness's emotional response. Make note of the language patterns too, and the timing of when the experiencer recognised these differences, particularly with the eyes. And try avoiding the terminology of black-eyed kids during at least in the initial interviews. So at the moment, there isn't really any physical evidence supporting this type of phenomena, but the consistency of some of the reports and the intensity of the witness reactions make it a subject worth exploring.